Now straight to our top story, as President John Dramani Mahama has appointed Brigadier General Paul Seydou Tanye Kulono Esquire as the Acting Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. He is distinguished military officer and legal professional, currently serving as the Deputy Commandant of the National College of Defence Studies at Burma Camp, Accra. He holds a Master of Law in Litigation and Alternative Dispute Resolution from the George Washington School of Law, a Master in Management Studies with Osmania University in India, and a Master of Arts in International Affairs from the University of Ghana. His appointment is expected to strengthen strategic leadership at the GPHA, given his extensive background in military leadership, legal expertise, and international affairs. And news just in. Now, the Attorney General has discontinued the case against all Democracy Hub protesters, including Oliver Barker, Vomawo, Felicity Nelson, Ama Governor, among others. The protesters had been arrested and charged following a demonstration, but were later granted bail. However, Barker Vomawo was initially denied bail due to pending treason felony charges from a previous case. The legal proceedings had sparked public debate, with many advocating for the release of the protesters. The AG's decision to drop the charges brings an end to the case, allowing all individuals, including the other 30, to walk free. So news just in, the Attorney General has discontinued the case against all Democracy Hub protesters, including Oliver Barker Vomawo, Felicity Nelson, Ama Governor, and some 30 others. So that was news just in, but we will also along the line we're bringing you live feed from the presidency, where the president will be swearing in some other ministers who have been approved. We expect that exercise to commence any moment from now. Now to more stories, and the Ministry of Roads and Highways has assured Ghanaians that revenue generated from the reintroduction of road tolls will be dedicated to improving the country's road infrastructure. This comes as the ministry's recent announcement to reintroduce road tolls, which were previously suspended, to enhance efficiency and convenience. The ministry plans to implement a modern technology-driven toll collection system aimed at minimizing bottlenecks and ensuring transparency in revenue management.
Government has decided or has announced its intention to bring back the toll in order to generate revenue for road maintenance and other related matters concerning road construction in the country. As I speak to you, we've drafted a concept note or a concept paper that will enable us to commence the procurement process. We are looking at having an all-inclusive tolling system in the country that will, one, eliminate congestion at our tolling centers, that will eliminate revenue leakages, and that will eliminate the situation where some road users don't pay toll, but they use the road that we develop, but they don't get to pay tolls. We want to eliminate all those issues. We are looking at a system that will be very technologically driven, very fair, very open, very transparent to all Ghanaians.
Now, a senior lecturer at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, UPSA, Dr. Eric Boakye Yadom, has cautioned the government to be mindful of its appointment, particularly when it comes to individuals with alleged criminal court cases. According to Dr. Yadom, Ghana's reputation in the international market has already taken a hit, and such appointments could exacerbate the issue.
Dr. Boachi Yadom's comments come on the heels of the government's appointment of Dr. Johnson Esiama as governor of the central bank, which has received mixed reactions from Ghanaians.
In the domestic market, some of this news will not have much effect. Because the market is slow in reacting to these things, and it will be more about the policies that the governor would implement. But in the international front, like the IMF and international investors will take a serious stand as far as some of these cases are concerned. And I think that going forward, the government should be careful in terms of who they nominate or appoint to handle financial issues.
Dr. Yadom has also raised concerns about selective justice, citing the Attorney General's decision to clear Dr. Esiama alone when there are similar cases before the court.
As a country, we have suffered a lot of reputational risk in terms of the financial sector in the previous administration that I think this government should do to try as much as possible to minimize those issues. In terms of its effect on the financial sector, in the domestic market, some of this news will not have much effect.
Now, finance expert at Gimpa Business School, Professor Ebenezer Bugri Anafo, is urging the government to implement policies that will halt the importation of petroleum products into the country. According to Professor Anafo, the high cost of fuel, driven by cedi depreciation, global geopolitics, and rising global crude oil prices, has significantly contributed to Ghana's inflation rates in recent years.
Professor Anafo emphasizes that reducing reliance on imported petroleum products can help stabilize fuel prices, curb inflation, and promote economic growth. He advocates for investments in local fuel production, leading to processing crude oil domestically to reduce Ghana's vulnerability to external price shocks.
The Energy Minister is also expected to work very hard in order to ensure we have consistent energy supply and also make sure that all the service providers are paid so that they can continue to provide this, provide electricity to us, and also initiate policies that will enable Ghana to be able to produce our own oil. That will reduce our dependence on import, which has a lot of implications on our currency.
He also urged the government to implement policies that maximize revenue mobilization and control expenditure.
The Minister of Finance is expected to work tirelessly to ensure that there is fiscal consolidation and economic stability.
And on that note, that'll be all for today's edition of Biz Brief here on TV3. For more business stories, please check out our website. It's 3news.com/business. In the next couple of minutes, we'll bring you live updates from the presidency, where the list of 17 ministers will be officially sworn in. Do stay tuned as we bring you updates. My name is Michael Obodu. Thank you for watching. As always, please stay safe.